Okay, year 6, so we've talked about inferences and what an inference is and how we can make inferences. Now we're going to talk about how we can write a PEP paragraph to justify the inferences we have made. So as you know, we start by making our point. So what is the point you are trying to make? Now this is our inference. So whatever we have inferred from the text, we are going to state as a point. Next comes our evidence, and this is how we are going to prove our point. So this is when we need to take direct quotes from the text and put them into our PEP paragraph. And finally is our explanation. This is where we have to explain how our evidence supports the point we are making. So why have we chosen that piece of evidence and why is it relevant? So first you need to pause this screen and read this text. And then this one too. Now we've read the text, we're going to start to think about the inferences we can make. Okay, so the inference I have made and the point that I am going to be making is that the members of Slytherin do not respect Neville. Although it doesn't say this directly in the text, this is an inference I can make based on what is written about the way they treat him. Now I need to use my highlighter to make sure I've got the evidence to support the point that I am making. So I'm going to start by writing my point. The members of Slytherin do not respect Neville. Remembering to put a full stop at the end and a capital letter for my proper nouns. Next comes my evidence. Now I need to use the direct quotes I've taken from the text, the parts I've highlighted, to prove my point. So I'm going to start like I always do when I introduce my evidence by saying I know this because in the text it states. That helps me to remember the clear structure of the PEP paragraph. So I know this because in the text it states that, and now I'm going to do my quotation mark because I'm taking this quote directly from the text. No sooner were they out of earshot than Malfoy burst into laughter, and I'm going to close that with another quotation mark. As you know, because we're year 6, we need to use a conjunctive adverb to add a second or third piece of evidence to prove our point. Okay, so I'm going to use the conjunctive adverb furthermore, followed by a comma, as you'll see. to add my second piece of evidence, which I've chosen to be that Pansy Parkinson, a hard-faced slithering, chose to refer to Neville as a fat little crybaby. I'm only going to put my quotation marks around the words that I have taken directly from the text. And finally, I'm just going to double check that all my proper nouns have capital letters, for example, Pansy Parkinson because it's a name, and that my quotation marks are around the pieces I've taken. So now for the explanation. Now it's really important in our explanation that we don't just repeat our point. So we can't just say, this proves that the Slytherin team do not respect Neville. We need to say why. This also isn't the time to start bringing in our opinions or adding in any extra information or any extra evidence. We are only talking about why our evidence supports our point. So firstly, it proves they don't respect Neville because they're being cruel to him. They do not care that he's upset. Instead, they find it funny. Nobody would use such harsh words to describe someone they respect. So that is our completed PEP paragraph, and that would give us full marks in one of those tricky 3-point questions in a reading test.